Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up and Win Morning Motivation Podcast powered by CTR Media Network. I am your host, Tina Ramsey, and today, this podcast is all about fueling your mind with positivity. It give you tips on how you can elevate your business and personal life. If you happen to be a content creator that is a podcast or TV host, these tips can actually help you as well because we want to inspire you. The goal is that we want to inspire you to take uh, action daily. Each episode have powerful insight, simple actionable strategies, a quote, a Bible verse, and a call to action to help you reach or achieve your level of success. So we're going to dive into this topic of the power of your personal brand, how to build a reputation that opens doors. Yes, and yes. But before we get into it, you know how we do. Yes. We encourage you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Remember, sharing is caring. So share this video out to at least 1 to 5 people. And if you're on YouTube, you can subscribe. If you're on Facebook, you can follow. If you're on Instagram or LinkedIn, you can just connect. So on that note, let's go ahead and jump right into this topic at hand. I hope you're having a great late morning. As usually I already went live early this morning, but your girl, I rolled out of bed late today, hunty. Just keep it 100. So we're going to talk about this topic of branding your personal brand is because regardless of what type of business that you have, if you are into entrepreneurship, if you have a podcast or TV show, you are going to have to learn how to brand your personal brand. Okay, because your personal brand is attached to you. And how you build your personal brand is going to be a great factor in whether doors are going to open for you or whether or not they're going to remain closed, because people see what you present and not necessarily hear you at first. So what is the impression that people get when they see you, when they see your brand? Because your personal brand is one of your most valuable assets. It determines how people see you, trust you, and connect with you, that will drive them either to want to work with you or not. And so I'm going to give you 5 simple tips today, even though this can be a very detailed topic in itself. But I am going to give you 5 tips to think about so that you can really, if you do have a brand or you're thinking about building the brand, you can use these tips to kind of like give yourself a self audit. Hello, Mona. One of our CTR network riders. It's not letting me pop up the comment on today, but thank you, Mona, for tuning in. Okay, the number 1 tip, because I'm gonna give you 5. You need to be intentional about your message. What do you want to be known for? What is it that you want to be known for? And I know that so many people, they have this little statement or saying that I'm a jack of all trades or a Jane of all trades, right? Let me just tell you this right now. You should never be bragging about being a jack of all trades, because you're mastering nothing. Okay. I used to feel like, okay, the more things I know how to do, the more things I let people know that I can do, the better I am. You actually water down who you are. And it's very confusing to outside people who don't know you, that's trying to figure out and trying to come up with a narrative of who you are and how you can help them solve whatever problem that they have, right? So if you're all over the place and scattered like a little squirrel that just squirm around all day, guess what? You're going to notice that your bottom line, which is your money, is looking very funny, number 1. Number 2, you're going to notice that you're not going to have a clear, defined message, which is going to make it difficult for people to be able to even reach out to you. And when they reach out to you, it's going to be very unclear on what you do. You have to consistently explain yourself, explain your business 24/7, 7 days a week. Because in the beginning, when I first started out, I was doing so many different things, and I was posting so many different type of things on the various things that I can do, that it made it very difficult for people to figure out, like, what is she known for? What is it that she's gonna do? That I had to explain to every single person that called me on my consultation call exactly what it is that I do. And I used to get frustrated because I was like, why is they so confused? Because I was doing too many things. I will tell you this: if you do a lot of different things, you need to figure out what that one thing you're going to focus on. Even I have three things, but it's one thing that leads all of them, and that's the media side, right? With podcasting and TV. And then I'm in the other industry of education with homeschooling. I narrow my thing down to two things now. Two. That's it. Two. And I used to have about 10 or 15 things that I should do. And when I narrow it down to these two things that really drive me, the passion, my business started growing like no, like my businesses just grew because it was very clear and very defined on who I am, what I stand for, and what I do. Okay? So you need to be intentional. So do a self audit of yourself. If you have social media, go look at your social media as a viewer. You can change the setting on your from your cell phone. When you look at your Facebook page, you can literally see the page, click the button to see the page as someone who is maybe find your Facebook profile for the first time. You can actually look at your account as if you are a random person that may just have popped up on your news feed and see what they see. Do they see who you really are, or do they see a whole lot of confusing cross messaging and everything like that that they can't really figure out what it is? It's very clear what I do, podcasting. So if you're going to be seeing me share stuff, it's about media, it's about podcasting, it's about TV. I'm sharing other podcasters content on my pages and stuff like that. It's very, very clear that I am a podcast TV streaming distribution company. It's very, very clear. And I'm not by myself. I have a community. So be intentional, give yourself that self audit, and then once you see how it looks from the outside looking in, if it don't look the way you want to look, then you start removing things, hiding those particular posts so that it could be a clear message. I cannot tell you how many times I was able to get a new customer or client or a collaboration because my message is very, very clear on who I am and what I do and what I stand for. And they came to that conclusion by looking at my social media on various different websites and all that stuff like that, that it was consistent. The next thing is you need to stay consistent across your platforms. So do your website, do your social media, do your content align with who you are and what you stand for and what you do. Do it really. Like I said before, you can look at my websites. You can look at, well, our websites, because I have business partners. You can look at our websites. You can look at our social media and even my personal social media, and it's still the same. It is podcasting, TV streaming, media, and how to monetize that. It is the same across the board. And if I'm speaking at events, which I do speak at events very often, you will see that even in the homeschooling educational space, I am still talking and speaking about the exact same thing. The only difference is that I'm in the educational space versus just the media space alone. And so I share my homeschooling experience, how I was able to use the media in order to leverage education, in order to create community, and also create income. But I'm also helping parents de-stress the homeschooling process as well. But it's still media. Okay? And I get hired to speak about that on stages in the educational arena because they don't understand, or the people who I'm speaking with, they don't understand how to pivot and shift and transition their mission, their message through the power of media. podcasting, TV, social media, magazines, how to do that transition so that they can permeate these other airwaves, TV, and media, right? And so stay consistent. Stay consistent. Hello, Turner. Turner Joy. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. Hello, Jacob. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, I want to pop it up, but we're having some technical difficulty in the back end where StreamYard is not allowing us to pop things up right now. But I am going to give all the people who comment a shout out. Number 3, you need to show up as your authentic self. People connect with realness, not perfection. One thing that has helped me and served me well through the years is that I'm very transparent and honest. Even when I don't look the best, even when I don't look the best in a situation. Like this morning, you know, I'm usually live between the hours of 5 a.m. to about 7 a.m. I usually go live. But guess what? Today is 10 something, right? I'm very transparent. What did I tell you? Listen, I rolled out the bed late this morning. All right. People can relate to realness, you being your authentic self. Stop trying to be fake and try to put on like everything is okay all the time. Like you don't never run into any situations that make you say, whoa. Be your authentic, honest self. People connect with that. And throughout all the years of me being on social media, which I started social media in 2009, and I got serious about social media in 2013 and been going strong ever since then, have not stopped. One thing that they say, the number one thing that they say that they love about me is that I'm very transparent and I'm honest. If it's a good day, I say it's a good day. If it's not such a good day, I let you know. I explain to you different things. I also share very raw information about myself when I made mistakes in business, in relationships, in life. I'm very honest about my journey. Many people, they only share the good stuff about their journey. They don't share the things that wasn't so great, the experiences that made them stronger, the mistakes they made. I mean, I told you how I lost $25,000 through a bad partnership. I didn't call the people names because I don't believe in calling people names out and stuff like that. You can share your experience and be respectful at the same time because you will. I believe that you reap what you sow. So I don't go out and spew stuff out about people names and businesses because I want them to be okay, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. I had to learn the hard way by losing $25,000. No. $26,000. Let me not leave off that $1,000. $26,000. It was a hard lesson learned, but guess what? I learned it, and I didn't make that mistake anymore. Not no $26,000 mistake. I still made some mistakes. Yes, Mona, it's all okay. Be honest. And from that, I had got a whole lot of clients because they was able to identify because they lost money. And now I understand what not to do and how I was able to make that back and so much more. But at first, I lost that at first. So it was a learning experience. And so that's why I'm very, very cautious when I'm doing partnerships and different stuff like that. And so, anywho, but it taught me some things. So be your real self. And you do not have to be perfect. Everybody know that I have a country twang, and some words I say a little bit different just because of where I was raised in South Carolina. We have our own little language, you know, the way that we say certain words. And so be yourself. Don't be up here trying to be somebody that you're not. One thing that people say that they like is that they cannot believe that when they've been following me for years online and then they meet me in person at an event and it was like, you did the exact same way. And I tell them this, it's too much work trying to be somebody else, to try to be anything but yourself. Can you imagine how tiring it is that you online trying to be somebody that you're not, and then when you go in person to speak at events, or you are a vendor or a sponsor at an event, and someone meets you for the first time, they've been following you for years, and you are a completely different person, and you're trying to keep up a facade? Honey, I am the same all the time because it's too much work. I'm like, here, take me as I am. Number 4, you need to, when you are working to build your personal brand and the power of it and building a reputation, that opens doors for you. This is something that I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn how to invest in high quality content. Yeah, how you present yourself really, really matters. In the beginning, I created all the graphics and everything like that for my business, but I will tell you this, in the beginning, I was not very good at it. I was just doing it to get by. My message was solid with what I did. However, my message and my branding did not match. Had high quality services and had receipts from satisfied customers and clients. But then when you looked at my brand, it was very below the standard. And I did not see the value of hiring a graphic designer because I felt like it was a waste of money back in the day. And I'm just starting out, and I'm like, I don't have a budget to pay someone to do graphics. But now, after having the experience of having graphic designers and seeing how one graphic can actually shift your bottom line by having your brand represent in a premium professional way, it changes the whole narrative. So it's worth the investment. And then also, I invested in me going getting training on how to be a graphic designer. And I didn't want to become a graphic designer. I just wanted to develop the skill to be able to do certain things myself when I needed it. But I also hire people to do that for me as well. So think about your videos. Do your videos, is it high quality? Can people hear you? If you are audio only, is it clear? Can people, when you are on video, can they see you very well? If it's well lit, can you your graphics, are they very clear and not pixelated, meaning blurry? All these things are very, very important when you are building your personal brand that is going to have or that will open doors for you. Because I have had opportunities come through just being on a flyer. Okay. And it's not always my flyers, it's sometimes being on somebody else's stage and they see me and say, hey, I see you speaking over here. Can you come speak over at my event? So flyers really, really matter. That's why I don't allow people to put me on just any flyer. If the flyer, if I like the event, but the representation of the flyer does not represent my brand, in a way, I was like, don't put my face on the flyer. Let me help you out a little bit with making sure that your flyer looks professional and premium. I don't put my face on everything because I know that it's a reflection of my brand as well as the people who I'm in association with, because my people is used to a certain standard. Our audience is used to a certain standard. And we have to keep that aligned across the board, even when we do collaborations. Okay. The fifth thing, you need to engage with your audience. Branding is a two-way conversation. So, what does that actually mean? Like today, even though we're having technical difficulties with being able to pop the comments up, however, I see the comments and therefore I'm acknowledging that I see the individuals who is taking the time to engage with me because I know they don't have to do it. A lot of people just come scroll on social media and just listen and take in the information and don't ever engage. So a person who takes the time to engage, guess what? Yes, I'm going to say hello. I'm gonna engage with you because I appreciate you, right? And so branding is not just about posting videos, posting graphics, having the right verbiage and all of that. It's not just about that. It's also about the reaction that you get once you post it. You should engage with the audience. If you can't engage with your audience on a regular basis, then you need to hire you a VA that I call them engagement officers, where they go in and their only job is to engage with the people in your groups, on your social media, in your inbox. That is what they do. And I used to have my VAs do multiple different things. And I have found out that it's good just to have your VA doing certain tasks to focus on. So I just had a person that that's the only thing that they did, because we get so many emails, so many text messages, so many comments in the various group and on the profile. But I love responding myself to my people on my personal pages. So I will take the time to say a thank you, drop an emoji, a thumbs up, or something to let you know that, hey, I appreciate you from taking the time to like, follow, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. But remember, that is a two-way street. So I'm gonna give you a quote. Remember this, that your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Let me say that again. Your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Your brand is going to precede you. Can your brand survive without you giving your pitch? Let me say that again. Can your brand survive without you giving a pitch? And let me explain it. A flyer that you put out, a podcast or TV episode that you put out, an event that you put out. Can that by itself, without you saying a word, without you having a conversation with a person, can it stand by itself and represent you without you having to explain what it is? If you can't do that, then you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you need to change, what you need to adjust in order to align so that it can speak by itself. I actually spoke with a gentleman yesterday and had no idea that he was following me for the past couple years, and he been wanting to reach out because he saw the brand of CTR Media Network and he want to work with us. We just had that conversation yesterday, and he been following me for years. But guess what? He saw the growth. He saw the brand get more evolved and more polished and more better over the years. So it really does matter. And people watch. Sponsors, investors, people who want to patronize your business, they all watch. Let me give you a Bible verse. Matthew 5:16 says, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. The number one reason why I work so hard on my brand, the look, the feel, and everything of it, is because I realize as a Christian that my brand is not only representing me, but it represents God. Because if I'm out here doing stuff that's not right, or if I'm out here with a brand that looks shabby, guess what? They're gonna be like, well, she always talking about God. She believe in God. She says she a Christian, stuff like that. Ooh, did you see that flyer? Did you see what she be doing? Did you see that video? Oh my God, it was a mess. See? So it's bigger than me, because I understand that everything I do is a reflection of him. And I don't want to reflect God in a bad way by me being slack with my branding, because your branding is part of your reputation. Okay. So just don't take that lightly. And your brand will either let you shine among men and women, or it will be dimmed among men and women. So for all of you who are starting to do your podcast, your TV shows, you're starting a personal brand, and even if you are a nonprofit or a business for profit, all of this is important, that you need to do the best you can, because I don't want you to get stressed. Do the best you can to improve your situation now. But if you cannot create graphics or videos or figure out the right words, how to place your brand on social media, then you need to go and use Chat GPT or Copilot and explain to it what you're trying to do and how you want your brand sound to be, and then ask them to help you create a more polished professional brand sound if you cannot do it yourself. Now, back in the day, we didn't have no Copilot, we didn't have no Chat GPT, so everything had to come from you. And it used to take me hours upon hours just to write one post, especially if I am presenting in a way in order to help people to opt into whatever I was doing. It would take me hours. Now we have Canva, you can go in and actually type in what you want and it'll create the graphics for you. Chat GPT will create the graphics for you. Copilot will create the graphics for you. So use these tools in order to make your brand better. Make sure that your brand sound, your words, your feel, your purpose, your mission, your statements about your business matches and aligns with who you are. Your look has to match the sound and the words and the graphic. Many times we have the words where we can articulate to say it, but in writing it don't hit right, or on graphic it don't look right. And one thing I want to say before I go, please stop changing your branding colors just based on whatever you're talking about at the time. You have to be consistent, or changing your branding colors based upon, if you're a podcaster, based on the person's clothes that they have on. I have seen so many podcasters and TV hosts that make the mistake. I don't know if you think it's cute or what, but you're confusing your audience. If your colors are black, white, and purple, why in the world would you put up a flyer for your show that has a green background when it's not even any of your colors on your branding board? You have to be very strategic. Just imagine if McDonald's in the United States is known as yellow, white, and red. Imagine if McDonald's in the United States decided they was going to use royal blue, yellow, and white. The very first thing that will pop up in your mind is that that's a counterfeit McDonald's, because clearly that is not Ronald McDonald. That is not McDonald's, because they are red, yellow, and white. Think about Chick-fil-A. They are red and white. No matter where you go, even though they might use the cow as in their promotional and it's black and white, guess what? The main colors are red and white. Just imagine if they decided to change it to black and white, or yellow and white, or purple and white. Would you believe that that is authentic Chick-fil-A? No, you wouldn't. Think about Nike, all of these big Fortune 500 companies. Do you see them switching up their brand and their colors in a way that people cannot connect with them? No, you don't. So why do we as small business owners think that it's okay for us to switch the colors, the font, the branding? And the font is the way the words look, okay? You should not be using different fonts for every single flyer that you use. You should have maybe 2 to 3, at the most 4 different type of fonts that you use consecutively when you are branding, no matter what you're doing, no matter what flyer you have, no matter what TV show or podcast you do. The fonts that you use should be consistent, because people connect with your brand based upon the color, the feel, and the font. That's how they connect with your brand emotionally. And if they cannot find something in order to grab on, to be able to say, oh, this Dr. Tina. Oh, this Tina. Oh, this CTR Media Network. Oh, this CTR Homeschooling. Oh, this CTR Cares. They know it as soon as they see it. As soon as they see it, they can spot that it's you. And also, most importantly, when you are consistent with your branding look and message, and your fonts and everything are aligned all the time, it will also help them to be able to identify when someone is trying to copy you, when it's not you. I remember with one of my businesses, I had no idea that somebody was impersonating me. And due to me being consistent with my messaging, my branding, and how my MO, my method of operation, when this counterfeit business tried to impersonate myself and my business and went in doing different things that was not right, my audience knew my brand so well, and the alignment of how we do our business and how we speak and how we put out content, that they knew, even though it looked like me because they like downloaded all my stuff, they knew that wasn't me. I had people from all over the world sending me screenshots saying, wait a minute, Tina, we know this ain't you because one thing, you don't ever do this, you don't do that. They're impersonating you. Do you know about this account that's on Instagram? Do you know about this account that's over here that's impersonating you? And I looked, I said, no. So I looked at it. I was like, that's not me. They said, we know it's not you. We've been reporting it, but we want to let you know that somebody's out here trying to impersonate. Due to me creating the environment where our audience know us and our brand, our look, our feel, and how we communicate with them, they knew that that was a counterfeit. They knew that particular company, that particular person or brand decided to copy us in order to take advantage of our audience. And therefore, they was able to identify right off the bat. I mean, our CTR Media Network and our audience, they don't play. And they're like, that's not Dr. Tina. That's not them, you know. And so it actually helped me. So I'm telling you that it will help you to make sure that your branding, your messaging, your words, how you present, how you engage with your audience is consistent. Because if something happens as you grow, as you scale up your brand, they'll be able to identify the counterfeits, and then your audience become your protection. So that's why I appreciate everybody that follows me, follow our businesses and our brands, because they be having our back like no other. Because you guys see stuff that we don't see. And then trust and believe they let a sister know. And I just go right there to my lawyer and be like, here, I need you to take this down. I need you to do what you do with the legal stuff. So anyway, that's why branding consistency is so important. Oh, hey, Noel. He says, it's been a long time since I've been here due to power cuts. Thanks for sharing, madam. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here now. Noel, I'm glad that you're here now. So that is your branding, okay? So if you want to really open and exemplify the power of your personal brand, and this is how you build your reputation that open doors, because your brand will always precede you, not you. It's not the opposite way where you precede your brand. No, your brand precedes you. Your brand is what people see more than likely before they even see or meet you. Like my podcast, like any post that I post up, anything that I share, they see that before they actually talk to me. Okay. So let me reiterate these 5 tips so that for those of you who just popped on a little bit late, you'll be able to get these 5 tips. Number 1, this is how you need to be honest with yourself and give yourself a self audit, looking at all your social media to figure out, what do you want people to know you for? What is it that you want to be known for? Once you know exactly what you want to be known for, then you need to create your content that centers around what you want to be known for, so that people will clearly understand that this is what you do and this is how you can be of service to them to help them solve their problem. Number 2, you need to stay consistent across all social media platforms. I did not say this in the beginning, but I'm going to say this now. It is so important that you do not have different profile photos on every single platform. I know some people, they be like, you can do whatever you want. Nope, that's not true. Well, let me say it like this. You can do whatever you want, but what you decide to do can help or not help your brand. One thing that you need to make sure that you do is that you are consistent across all social media platforms. So you will only see 2 different things across my social media platform. You will either see myself, my profile photo when it's my personal page. You will see my profile photo with me with the orange background and the blue dress. And you will see that on all of my personal accounts, that same photo. If it's a business only account, you will see the CTR Media Network logo, or if it's the homeschooling one, you'll see CTR Homeschooling. If it's the nonprofit, you'll see CTR Cares. But What I am telling you is that I'm consistent. Every single platform has the same profile and or logo everywhere I go. Why? Is because you need to make sure that you stay consistent across all platforms. If you don't have the same type of branding across all platforms, then how are people going to be able to tell whether or not it's you or a counterfeit person trying to impersonate you? How are they going to really connect with you if everywhere they go it's a different situation? So make sure that it is the same across all platforms. So I tell people, invest in getting you a professional photo shoot, not selfies. A professional photo shoot, that a photo that looks very great to represent you and your brand. Everybody know me by that orange background and that blue dress. And sometimes you'll see that same blue dress, but we'll remove the background. It depends on if I'm on a flyer or whatever. But it's that same photo. Why? Is because I am the brand. It's brand recognition. I am the brand, number one, and then I have my or our businesses, right? So that people can connect on all social media platforms. And I see so many people that their Instagram profile photo is different from their Facebook. Their Facebook is different from their LinkedIn. Their LinkedIn is different from their YouTube. Their YouTube is different from their Twitter. Their Twitter is different from their TikTok. And I'm like, wait, you can't be different everywhere. You have to be consistent. And I'm speaking from experience because I used to do that years ago, and I was wondering why my audience wasn't growing like it was supposed to. It was because I was sending them mixed messages because I was so hooked on. Ooh, I got me a new photo. I like this photo. This is cute. This is cute. I'm gonna put this photo up. Change my profile photo for about 2-3 weeks, and then I'll change it back. No, you need to leave it the same and move with it. Now, some people like to change their profile photo once every new year. So they take a new photo shoot and then they change it. For me, I decided that I'm going to keep my profile photo the exact same until I get tired of it. Okay. So it's been the same way for years. And I have noticed that it has helped my social media following it as well as my business grow tremendously because they have a consistent look, feel, brand that they have built confidence in and trust in. They know when they see that photo, they know it's me. And even if someone try to use it, but they don't have the right word or the imagery or whatever like that, people can identify because I'm so consistent. Number 3, you need to show up as your authentic self because people connect with realness, not perfection. So stop trying to be perfect. It's not anyone on the face of the earth that's perfect. Be yourself, flaws and all. Okay. Number 4, you need to invest in high quality content and also software that can help you be able to present your content in more than one format. I have a link that I'm gonna drop in the comments that I encourage you guys to get if you do video content that we actually use with the network and for my personal stuff that actually helps really, really good. It actually creates uh, the titles for you, the hashtags, the SEO, search engine optimization, give you the likelihood of a video potential to go viral, and it's only $15 a month. Now we pay more because we have a network, but for one person, you only need the $15 a month plan. Okay. And so I'll drop that in the comments after this live is over so that you can go ahead and get it. And it does it all. It cut it up, it edit the information, and then you can click one button and it'll post it on any social media platform for you. You can also plan out your content calendar, set it up, and it will go out automatically for you and edit and all that instead of you paying to have a videographer coming in to edit all your stuff, which is going to be super duper like uber expensive. Let me just say that. This right here has really saved us a lot of money, and it produces a high quality uh editing. It is absolutely amazing. You can even add B-roll and everything like that. So I'll drop that to you guys. But if you want to know all the different inexpensive but premium software that we use, we have it out to the general public. I can literally drop that in the comments and you guys can be able to see what streaming software we use. You can see what editing software we use. For those of you who have employees or independent contractors that you need to pay, we have a payroll system that we use in order to pay people that actually do the bookkeeping of the insurance, not the insurance, the taxes for you. So they will actually create the 1099 forms or whatever it is forms that you need based upon you paying through the software. And they manage all that. They report to the government the taxes and stuff for you. I mean, it's just easy. And it's like $49 a month. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, we search high and low to find the best high quality premium software that is at a fraction of the cost. Okay. And I give it out to you, but y'all sometimes don't even be seeing it or you just look over it. But if you want me to drop that in the comments, just say drop it in the comments and I'll drop it in the comments, because in this season, we got to be smart with how we invest and use our money. I also know about a software that for those of you who need social media management, before you go out to hire a social media management officer, which can range anywhere from $500 to like $3,500 a month, I will encourage you guys to look at the software that we recommend, because literally it will create everything for you. Once you set it up, it will create everything for you with a click of a button. I mean, add your photos. It will create the graphics for you, create the verbiage for you. It will do everything for you. It's crazy with all the stuff, and it is high. I mean, it's premium and it's very inexpensive. I think it's maybe because we pay everything that y'all pay, we pay more because we a network. But I think it's maybe like $25 or maybe $25 a month versus you paying somebody $500 to $3,500 a month to be your social media manager. And it's unlimited social media connections you can connect, because a lot of platforms, give you so many connections that you can connect your brand to for social media management. Man, you can connect 10, 15, 20 different of social medias, and it'll post everywhere for you and create for you. All of that good stuff. So, anywho, see, this is the type of stuff that we give to our CTR Media Network podcast paid membership program. Like, we teach you how to do what everybody else do, but at a fraction of the cost. At a fraction of the cost. And also I talk with these different brands and stuff like that. So anywho, I'll drop that. So, and all that is a part of creating that premium brand, that power brand that will open doors for you. The next thing is engage with your audience, which, like how I do, take time to read the comments, take time to acknowledge the people. If you are live, if you are pre-recorded with your videos, take the time after the pre-recorded has aired to go in and respond to the comments. And this is something that I like to do as well. That I take it a little step further to show my appreciation. When people share our content, whether it's my personal or CTR Media Network stuff, whatever it is, I go on their personal timeline and I look for something that I can share that they do. It's because I feel like it should be reciprocated. So if they're sharing something for me, then I want to share something for you because I appreciate it, right? Or I'm going to drop it in a group. I'm going to do something to show you that I see you, number one. Number two, I appreciate you. And number three, you did it for me. I can do it for you. This is a win-win situation. So I take it a step further than just only engaging with my audience or our audience. I also look for ways to share their content in our audience, with our audience. And that builds good confidence, good trust, good relationships with your audience. They know it ain't only about you. It's about us. It's about us. It's not about Tina or CTR or anything else that I'm doing. It's about us as an economy, as an ecosystem, that it's a win-win situation. Because if you're taking the time to create content that I'm like, oh, they can benefit from this, well, guess what? I'm going to hit that share button because you share for me. Thank you, Mona. Yes, Mona share our content 24/7. And you know what? When she doing something, I be sharing it too. Like she is going through reading the Bible about Jesus, because you know this is the season about the Lord, hunty. Because one for him, we wouldn't even be here today. So she going live every single morning. So once I see it, and if I don't see it, I just look her up online and then I share her information. And also other people too, including our podcasters that share. And I do have some other people that have shared our content out, but they have a private, personal. Their post is not open to the world, which means global. They just sharing it with their friends. So if your post is not open where everyone can see it, I tend to not share it only because I'm your friend on social media. And if other people is not your friend, even if I share it, they're not going to be able to see the post. So I look for posts that has the little world on it, which means that it's available worldwide, which means that no matter where I drop it, no matter where I share it, people's going to be able to see it. So if you ever share any content of mine and you notice that I don't share yours afterwards, it's only because you have it locked down to be private. And even if I shared it, no one will be able to see it because they're not your friend on social media. So don't be private. If you have a post that is very, very good that you want people to see, open it up so that people can see it from all over the world. From all over the world. So on this note, you guys, I want you to strengthen your brand today. Look at your social media like other people see your social media. Take in the time, do the work, do the investment. I'm gonna drop the link in the comments where you can actually don't even have to hire a videographer to edit and splice up your videos. It would increase your chances of going viral. I'm not saying you are going to go viral, but I'm saying it will increase your chances of going viral. And this is a software that we use, and we went viral 11 times last year. And we got on one of our videos 25 million views. Another one was 11 million. Another one was 5 million. And we was using this app. We're still using it. Let me stop. Was no, we're still using it. And then other videos, get thousands of views. Some hit, some don't, but for the most part, they're doing very, very well. And so, for you, it'll be $15 a month because you're an independent creator. For us, it's higher because we are an enterprise company. But anyway, I'm gonna drop that tip. So don't never say I ain't tell you nothing. Okay. So don't be out here working harder. Work smarter. Work smarter. So I'll drop that link. We have our CTR Media Network writer Gladys. Now Gladys being with me, Miss Zimmerman. Oh my gosh. It's been so many years. It's probably been about 7 years now. She said, "Hello, beautiful people, Queen Diva sister. I appreciate you for having this podcast. Keep getting up. We give God the glory. Amen to that." Mona, which is another CTR rider, she said, "Thank you for pouring so much wisdom and information to us. You are most welcome." So make sure to go and check them out because both of them have things that they do. So just don't follow me. Follow them too. And everyone that's in the comments and even the ones who are not, but you watching and you are in the views. I need you to start cross connecting with some of these amazing people that follow us, that listen to our and support our network because they have great stuff that's going on as well. It's not just CTR Media Network. It's not just Dr. Tina. Let me tell you something. I surround myself with exceptional people. Make sure, and our audience is top of the notch. Okay. So make sure to check them out too and support. So on this note, I want you to strengthen your brand. If you need more help with strengthening your brand, the best place you can go is CTR Media Network so that you can be on our global platform to shine. If you have a show or a show idea, we are currently springing in new shows for spring, bringing in new shows, and we are having some special pricing just for this season of spring this month where we have substantially lowered our membership costs. And the good thing is, if you join with our special pricing, it's not just for the month of April. You will be able to carry that on as long as you are an active member of the network. Now, if you end your membership and then you come back, then it's whatever price it is. But If you keep it active, you'll be able to keep that pricing no matter when our pricing go up. You will remain in that particular tier as long as you keep your membership active if you want to start a TV show or a podcast. If you don't have a desire to start a TV show or podcast, but you want to get your brand out by being interviewed on various different shows, currently our podcasters, mostly, if not all, the bulk of them are accepting interviews right now. So reach out to them. And for those of you who say, well, I'm a little nervous about being on interviews, we do have commercial slots. We have magazine features, one-page ads, half-page ads. We also have opportunities for you guys to be on the cover of our magazine. Just reach out. We have blogs. We have press releases. You just figure out what your budget is, and we will do our best to be able to provide you with our services to help you maximize your visibility within our network with whatever it is that is budget friendly for you right now. On that note, it's time for you to strengthen your brand today so that people will understand who you are and why they need your help. On that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. After this live, I will drop that link with about that Clip app, and I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment. A perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.